currently the longest. Our competition is a month long, and with that there are also so many fast tracks, meaning there are so many activities that require us to really push ourselves. For example, there's head-to-head challenge, there's beach beauty competition, there's top model. Basically, I have to be very well-rounded. There's even talent competition and dances of the world. I've been training a little bit of salsa. I've had some voice lessons on the side, and also trying to learn a little bit of Spanish and to learn a little bit about Puerto Rico. Again, being a Miss World, you have to be a very well-rounded individual. It's not just enough that you're pretty and you're smart. You have to be all around.
Okay, so what will your talent be?
I'd be singing. I'll try to sing. I've spoken to the past Miss World Philippines queens as well. I've been asking for their preparations, and what really stuck to me was what Miss Megan said, our one and only Miss World from the Philippines, and she said, you just really have to be yourself, because they would appreciate, they would really know, because unlike other competitions in Miss World, they would judge you from the very beginning, from the instant that you land in Puerto Rico. Say in Puerto Rico, they would be looking at you every single day. They will be looking for someone who's real, who's authentic, and someone who can carry the Miss World brand.
I mean, how difficult is that? I mean, the minute you step foot,
yes.
right? I mean, you have to already be Miss World status.
Yes.
You can't make a mistake.
You just have to be you.
You just have to be you. And I want to go back to being you during the coronation night for the Miss World Philippines. I mean, I can't believe, how did you do that, falling twice and still regain? What was going through your mind? The first time you fell, did you say, this is it, I'm out, I'm never gonna get the crown? Or what was going through your head the first time?
A lot of that, actually. All throughout the competition night, I was just very relaxed. Contrary to my past experiences, I was just really relaxed backstage. And the only time I felt really nervous was when I fell the first time. I thought to myself, is this a bad sign? Does this mean I'm not gonna get the crown tonight? So that was just the thoughts in my head, and I just told myself, this is my last pageant. This is my last try, and definitely I have to get back up there and just smile, because it's already there, it's out there. I can never replace that, I cannot erase that, but might as well just own the experience, own it, and just keep smiling.
Okay, so what led to the second fall?
That was because of the first fall. I fell off the stage during the first time. I'm not sure if it was caught on camera, but the audience were there. They were taking some live videos. And for the second fall, that was because my gown was already broken, and I kept on, the beads were falling off, and so
So now, upcoming for the Miss World, what are we doing? Are we practicing our walks? I mean, make sure that our gown is not gonna, interfere with your steps?
Definitely, all the preparations. I think the Miss World Philippines preparation is already, it's also a practice, a training ground for the Miss World competition itself, because it's basically the same format. So I've been training with the same mentors, with my pasarela, with my Q&A, and just additional for my dances of the world, that's gonna be for the national costume, and a little bit of salsa, because we'll be having some salsa nights in Puerto Rico. So everything, all those preparations, I'm trying to learn every single thing.
Give us a sneak peek on the gown and the national costume. What are you allowed to share and see?
Maybe some details, I think I'm allowed. For the national costume, it's still going to be the same designer from Cebu, Miss Axel. And for the top model gown, it's from the same designer also, Tito Pablo Mendez, Tito Rico. Thank you so much for always supporting me. And for my final gown, it's also from a Cebu designer. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say yet, but it's currently in the works. I don't have the final gown yet, but it's
already. Is there a particular color, a particular look for both the national costume and for the evening gown?
For the look, we're still gonna finalize everything. We have pegs already, but it's different when you have the actual photos and the actual look that I will be doing myself, because the hair and makeup, it will be all me. Yeah. So I'll have to practice every single thing. And I think my team already knows what looks best for me. I myself, I know my best angles. I know what works for me and what doesn't work for me. So we'll continue with the same plans that we've had for Miss World Philippines.
So for the pageant, what would you say would be your advantage or your strongest point that that, okay, I think I got this?
I would love to say the head-to-head challenge because based on what the Miss World Philippines queens in the past said, it's mostly about your introduction video, and it's mostly about you talking about your experiences and yourself. As for me, I'm very proud of my humble beginnings, of where I came from. I was raised by my single mom, and although she's no longer around, I've lost her 11 years ago, she's always been my inspiration. And I know that all throughout my journey, she will be guiding me, and that pushes me to really work hard despite everything and to really take on every challenge.
Okay, and of course, before I let you go, lessons learned. This is something that has taken you 3 years, and now you are finally, living the dream. I guess you have every single year, every single time you set foot on stage, it is already a dream come true for you, right? So any lesson learned from those 3 years that you can say, I'm going to bring this and I'm going to make sure I use that in Puerto Rico?
One thing is that preparation is always the key, and another thing is that you always have to have the right mindset, because I have to be honest, there were times that I would give up, that I would tell myself, oh, I can't do it, I'm not enough, that I will never be at par with all those amazing, beautiful girls, especially the Latinas. But I thought to myself, if I don't believe in me, who else would? So you definitely have to have that strong and brave heart, the right mindset even, to tell yourself every day that you're enough, that you've been doing everything you can, and that alone is enough.
What are the challenges now that the pandemic is still ongoing? Are you guys going to be in a bubble? Are you going to be tested? What happens if one of the ladies tests positive? Take us through that, the mga protocols.
For the Miss World Philippines pageant?
No, I mean
for the Miss
World.
I'm pretty sure it will be very much similar to what we're having here in the Philippines. We will be tested for sure. Prior to me flying to Puerto Rico, I'll be tested. And right when we arrive, we will be tested for sure. And we will be in a bubble, and we won't be allowed to go out of the hotel and to even meet our team, because I think my stylist would be flying to Puerto Rico as well sometime in December. So definitely the Miss World organization will be making sure that every single one of us is safe.
Okay, and we wish you all the best. I mean, safe journey, safe trip. Your final message to the Filipinos as we cheer you on December 16, Puerto Rico.
Thank you so much, Miss Christine, and to the whole CNN family, thank you so much for having me today. And to everyone who's watching, to all my supporters, sa tanan mga Bisaya, tanan taga Bayugan, taga Cebu, taga Argao, thank you, thank you, thank you. Just my heart is filled with so much gratitude for all of you, my team, my mentors, my family, and my friends. You guys have always been my strength, and I can only promise one thing, that I will give my very, very best to bring home the second Miss World crown for the Philippines. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Tracy, for joining us second. We're rooting for that second crown. You can bring it home. And of course, in the past few weeks, we have been so lucky that the Philippines has actually been winning one after the other, right? So we're going to keep on the winning streak. All the best to you.
We will. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Christine. Thank you, everyone.